Hi, my name is Brian Gonzalez, and this is biology. So this could be my lab reflection for the microscope activity. So for me, I feel like one of the most important parts of using the microscope is really taking it step by step so you don't miss anything. The first thing I always do to make sure that the slide is placed like correctly on the stage and held in place. Um, Basically, I get the little clips. Then I start with the lowest objective lens. Mm, because that pretty much gives the widest view and makes it easier to like find the specimen. So from there, I use the coarse adjustment knob to like carefully um, make the image like more focused. But once I can see it, I can move up to the higher power object, like the lens, pretty much to look at more detail to like see it a little bit clearer. And then I switch the fine like adjustment knob to sharpen it like a little bit more. Another step that I think is overlooked but really important is adjusting the light. So if the diagram is too open, the image can look like kind of washed out looking, and if it's too closed, the image can look too dark. So you won't really get a good image of that. Pretty much getting the right amount of light really helps see the specimen clearly. So the key steps for me are like starting low, focusing carefully, and then moving the power, like the light, just kind of make it a little bit brighter as I go to get the right picture. So I feel like in real life, I feel like microscopes are pretty much everywhere in science and healthcare. A good example is like in medicine. So where doctors and like lab techs use them to like look at blood tissues, or even like bacterias that can help with like diagnose infections, like strep throat. Can pretty much like identify different types of cells, and like research scientists use microscopes to study like microorganisms and even part of plants and animals that we see with the naked eye. Even outside of the lab though, I feel like microscopes can be like useful in classrooms because it's pretty much just for learning, or in like fields like forensics, where they need to study like small pieces of evidence. So that's where I feel like microscopes come into play in real life. So I pretty much think it's really amazing how something that looks so simple can open up a whole new like world of like little detail things that you would never see with like the naked eye. So that's it for my reflection. Thank you for watching.